You want to know the truth of the matter is most people are afraid to start because they don't know how it's going to end, right? So I guess this is why they don't read books anymore, right? They're afraid to get involved in a story. They don't want to get emotionally connected, to only find out that all of the things they thought weren't as they started out thinking, right? They don't want to be fooled. They don't want to start new relationships and dive in and tell the person, hey, this is who I am. And it doesn't matter if that relationship is with a business partner or with a lover, with a friend. People are afraid to commit because they want to be validated more than they want to be validated for who they actually are. They want to be validated so badly that they're willing to hide and manipulate characteristics of themselves in order to facilitate that need. When if they were just honest, so many more goals could be accomplished. Just be honest. Tell people you need help. Tell people where you excel and where you need help. Be honest, and people will be willing to fill the need that you express to have. But if it's in a cocky or arrogant way, I don't really need this, but they're not gonna feel as fulfilled in helping you. There's not gonna be that psychological reward for doing something to help someone else. It's why a lot of times people, when they're starting out brand new companies, will get a lot of people hype and involved, and some of those people aren't even taking paychecks because they believe so much in the company, and they work harder than the people that are taking paychecks. And the reason they work harder is not just that, they want to get a big fat paycheck one day, but because they're investing their time, energy, imagination into something that they think will benefit not only them, but the other people that they're working with. There is a team reward. There is a camaraderie. There's a building something together. There's people are doing for you. You're doing for them. You're filling their weaknesses and they're building up your strengths, right? That's what really motivates people. It's not just the money. Money does motivate things, but some of the greatest things ever made, built, created, whatever, weren't even motivated by money. They were motivated by helping humanity. They were motivated by personal growth for the individual. There's lots of different motivations, but money can facilitate something. It can allow you to do things, for sure. I'm definitely not saying money doesn't have a value. Money has a great value, even despite it being an overinflated, over-exaggerated, and whatever. It still does have a value. There's a place for it here. It's an exchange for now. Point being is that a lot of people are scared to start on something because it might be revealed that they aren't all that great at something. And nobody wants to reveal, especially when they're in their late 20s, early 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. They don't want to reveal that they don't know something, that they might be intellectually lacking in something that it seems as if they should know. They fear it. Not the big failure necessarily, but people witnessing that big failure. All right, so they're afraid to even start. And then there's the people that do start who are afraid to ask too many questions. They think I asked a couple of professionals. I asked 2 windstorm engineers. They both said the same thing. That must be the final answer. I asked 10 contractors and I still don't know the final answer. There's different mentalities and thought processes, predetermined biases, depending on people's life experiences. But the reality is, if you have lots of money, if you have no money, we all have basically the same amount of time every day. What we have to do with that time, well, some of that is the consequences of our past actions, right? If you have kids, you have to spend a lot of time with them, so you don't have time to do real estate stuff as much, or build a portfolio of your art, or whatever it is. You don't have time to do it because you had kids. Well, that's a consequence of your past behaviors, but it can be a positive one. Not all the consequences of your past behaviors have to be a negative. You just got to figure out what things you can do to make more time, to learn more things, and then to take that jump, you know, to make sure you're not going to be permanently damaged from the jump. But hey, maybe you struggle a little bit in the water. Maybe it scares the shit out of you. Maybe the fall, it's something that you'll never forget and you'll never want to do again, or it's something that you can't wait to rush back into. Regardless, figure it out, jump in, don't be afraid, be honest, be clear, be helpful of others, and, you know, and be willing to ask for help from others, you know, and being honest and telling them your real needs and your real purpose and place and all that stuff is important, because that's when they can really entertain whether or not they can even provide the thing that it is you need. Be blessed, bless others. ReGuideService.com, ReiguideService.com. Have a lovely day. Bye.